Thank you for tuning into the Dell Show. First of all, I just did a whole video, okay? And I'm talking about it was heartfelt. And do you know I was not recording the entire time? And I'm talking about I looked at my sound recorder. I wasn't even recording on that. I kept like, I be too pumped to tell y'all about my discoveries. Oh, God. Listen, let me just tell you, first of all, do you know? So I have been on a mission to peel myself out of this house and discover new territory. You know what I'm saying? Enlarge the territory. So I looked up this like restaurant. Like today I'm in Calabasas, so I looked up this restaurant that I was gonna like a little coffee shop or whatever. But I wanted to be able to go in there and work because I'm about to release my song. And the Lord is giving me a list. Like, you know, this is the first time in my life where I am starting to see myself as like spirit. Like, well, when I say the first time in my life, I mean this week, okay? I'm just realizing, I was listening to this like sermon and it was just like, we're spirit. Like the Lord made the spirit and then he put the body over the spirit. Like, so we are actually spirit. And like you think about a spirit that comes from the Lord, like they can't fail. They can walk through any door. Like a spirit can walk through any door because it's spirit. And that is what I am realizing about myself. Like this is just a body that the Lord has given me to house my spirit. So, you know, when you think about a spirit that comes from the Lord, nothing it does can fail when it's operating in the Lord's plan. So the Lord has been giving me a list of things to do to promote my song. Like my song comes out on March 1st. And he even told me, like, don't worry about anybody responding. What you're doing right now is the same thing you be paying for with a PR person. You're building your marketing campaign. You're sending it out to everybody. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to give you a list every day to send it out to, and you're just going to be obedient and just send it out. And I just wanted to like work outside. Now, of course, you know, I walk the dogs earlier. That's another thing I'm pumped about. It's like I took, you know, when I take the dogs on a walk, I take myself on a walk, and it was like a 2-hour walk because I listened to 2 1-hour sermons while I was out. So that was just super great. And then, you know, I didn't have to worry about, you know, if I took the dogs out, because, you know, as a dog mom, you be a little guilty about leaving them in the crate all day. But, you know, as long as I wear them out, I don't feel as guilty. But anyway, so when I got to this place where the restaurant was, I saw the bookstore and I was like, I ain't seen a bookstore in so long. Barnes and Noble, I'm about to go up in there. And then of course I went up in there and I was like, nah, I just want, you know, Barnes and Noble didn't have any plugs. So I was like, oh, okay, that's out because I need to be like plugged in. You know, I need to plug in my laptop. Then the cafe that I was going to go to, I really didn't want to sit outside, even though the heat would have felt like nice. But, you know, again, the plug-in was important. And if I went inside, it was like these booths, like you in the middle of, you know, it's like a dining restaurant. I thought it was a coffee shop. But anyway, I'm walking past this place, Pizza Brothers, and I'm talking about it's jumping with the orders going back and forth. But you know, not many people are sitting in here. People are just coming in and picking up their stuff and going. And you know, as a person who wants to like work at a restaurant, you're always like I was worried like they was gonna be like, you know how they be at some places where it's just like, ma'am, at the 22-minute limit at the table, you know. So, child, I walk in here. Let me tell you how the Lord be making arrangements. Okay, I walk in here. And I walk up to the counter because I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and patronize. I don't want no problems. I see a table with a plug. So I'm like, I'm definitely going to put my stuff right here. So I put my stuff down immediately. I walk over to the counter. Guess what the girl says? Oh, ma'am, we're not going to be able to serve you right now. You know, come back in like an hour. So I was like, an hour? So she was like, really, like an hour and a half. So I was like, perfect. Is it okay if I just sit right here? And she was like, I'm telling you, it's going to be a while. But yeah, you're fine. You can sit right here. I have been sitting right here the entire time. I'm talking about how it's just testament to when the Lord goes before you. It ain't no like it's offense. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we think of the Lord as defense. Like if I'm in here already and then they talk about, ma'am, you gotta buy something, and then I pray to the Lord real fast and then the Lord come to the rescue. No, the Lord has like is operating, and that's what he wants me to understand. The whole purpose for me to even say this is he's operating offensively. Like now, of course, guys, I'm thinking about the sports, but if I have it wrong, please, Lord, just put it in the comments. But what I'm saying is not defensively, but like he has gone before me to make sure they need me to not bother them. You know what I'm saying? They need me to sit in here and not say nothing. Then I thought the restaurant was about to close because they said they wasn't taking no more orders. Then when I got hungry, they was like, ma'am, they came to me. And now I asked them, I was like, are y'all taking any more orders? But then they came to me. He was like, I'll check. Then they came to me like 30 minutes later, and they was like, we're going to take one more order, which is yours. So, of course, now my limit was like $10. Order $9.86 plus a tip, which was like $11.87 or something like that. But, like, I'm talking about how the Lord sets it up. Like, sets it up. And I want to realize more and more of how, like, the Lord is setting it up. This week, hold on, let me make sure I'm rolling, because, child, let me make sure I'm rolling, because this thing right here, I will be telling y'all a heartfelt story, and this thing will be on negative rolling. So anyway, this week on my radio show, Up Late with Shinedown, that airs every Sunday on 108 Soul at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, shameless plug. But anyway, we prayed for the compare and despair syndrome. Like, you'll be trusting in the Lord, for me anyway, trusting in the Lord, feeling like He's doing everything right. You see everything coming to fruition, and then you will go on social media and one post will have you in a depressive slump. Like, Lord, where are you at? Because, your friends are accomplishing things, and the things that they're accomplishing are some of the same things that you want. But it's the comparison that is destroying the spirit, because before you even saw that, you just was comfortable in knowing that the Lord had did those things. So we prayed for that so much. And then I thought to myself, now you know how I normally do a praise break. This time, y'all, I need to do an apology break for the Lord. Like, when I'm talking about, you could just be a spoiled brat out here sometimes. Like, I just thought about myself pulling up in a new car, going to a store to buy this light that, is here, glorious light on my skin. You know what I'm saying? Asking the Lord, where is He at? Like, not today, but like, I was just thinking about like how you could be, like when you be, when the Lord be like blessing you, you just can't stop. You can't, you'll be like, thanks so much, Lord. And in the middle of that blessing, you just already asking for another. So I'm like, Lord, can you please forgive me? Lord, these are the things that you want from me anyway, but help me with my patience, Lord. Give me your peace so that I can have the full enjoyment of the journey as a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thinking of myself as a spirit is giving me so much more confidence. When I was contacting these radio people and contacting these television people, I wasn't even thinking about them rejecting the song, because every time I refer to myself as a spirit, then it was just like, ooh, I don't even have to worry about a body. A spirit is next level. That was completely different. So oh my God. When I tell you, thank you so much, Lord. Thank you so much, Lord. I just, you have to be armed up. When I tell you armed up, like, there's a reason I sit down and read the Bible. Like, and what I've been trying to do too is not check my phone first. Like, the bad part about is in the morning is my praise music is like, I'll praise from YouTube, but like when I grab that phone, immediately, I gotta peek it. And so, but I was listening to a sermon today, and it was just like, Do not, he was like, don't even grab for nothing. Just sit there and listen to the messages that the Lord has for you. Now, the Lord does that to me all the time at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Always has these like messages for me. But when you open up your eyes and it's the daytime, that's what I want to start doing. It's just like, just don't even worry about the praise music. Just sing the praise music myself. You know what I'm saying? And then listen for the Lord's messages, because you got to be armed up. You know what I'm saying? Even in Ephesians, it says you gotta be girded, have your loins girded with truth, and put on the breastplate of righteousness, and the shield of faith, and like you gotta read Ephesians 6:11 through 18. I'm talking about, I love it. I read it all the time because you have to be armed with the devil's darts. He is constantly trying to throw the doubt in there. And you'll be feeling so good. And let me tell you where the doubt come from. Let me do another check, y'all. I got to do another check. Let me tell you where I realize the doubt comes from, too, is sometimes the doubt comes from the person that you're encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a woman, I feel like we have this nurturing, encouraging spirit. So we always want to encourage someone. So somebody who is real doubtful will latch on to us because we make them feel encouraging.